Those are the Berkeley Hills over there. Oakland and San Francisco and the Bay are on the other side. I'm in the East Bay. Danville is right down here. And this before you is the Devil's Mountain, Mt Diablo. Yep, on your way up from the Danville side, you gotta go over here. Up this way, I'll show you. Over there's Rock City. They're both super cool. What's cool about this little area of the mountain, Mt Diablo, is, well, a lot of things besides the fact there's beautiful rocks. Look at the madrones. Look at the madrones here. Isn't that great? You say you want me to show you the close up of the bark? Sure, I'll do that. Isn't that gorgeous? This is such a beautiful tropical looking plant. Exotic. Right here on Mt Diablo. Those evergreen tropical big leaves. I'm getting left behind. Caves up here. There's caves up here too. All right, so when you come here, beautiful sandstone formations. Where you really want to go is over there. See those little kids through the bushes? That's where you really want to be. That's where we're gonna go next. Whoa. Gotta go low.
Dad, it would be fun to have like a little barbecue in winters.
What?
Like this.
Oh yeah. Woo.
Or a little pizza oven.
Woo. That's what she's talking about. Right there.
Dad, look at the flowers.
It's an Indian paintbrush. What is it? Oh yeah, it is. No, that's Zauschneria. Look at that.
Okay, this is not the rock that I was thinking of.
Beautiful Zauschneria.
When you walk down the other side,
That's really pretty.
this one looks a little too steep.
That's the Zauschneria californica. It's actually named something else now. It's the Indian. No, it's the California fuchsia. Let me see why. Be a good spot for a country, a western movie. There's like a gun battle in here. People popping out of this cave, bam, 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 with their Winchester. Look at this.
Me and like Sarah, we need you to get down. Yo, Mommy.
Jared, did you notice that the main difference between now and when we took the photo of you guys in that cave back there, it's all graffiti? It was not graffiti when you were a kid. That's the difference of today versus then, unfortunately. Look at that, someone carved into the slope. Fun places to grab.
Dad, want me to get a video of you going up it?
Oh, I think they get the idea. But yeah,
This is like the coolest part.
isn't it?
Just walk the staircase.
Oh, up that. Yeah. Here you go. I'll run up it. Ready?
Don't run.
No hands.
Oh god. Oh god.
Dad.
Ah.
The king! Dismount.
The dismount is definitely sketchier. What'd you think of that, Simone?
Be careful, be careful.
Simone's just like, oh, nice.
No hands. Come on, Jared. It's got really good traction. That's how you do it. Here goes Mutt. Look at that beautiful moss. Here goes Muppet. Super Mupp is what we call her.
It's a little little scary.
She doesn't know how to do it now. She'll master it in 20 minutes.
Dad, I've been up here since Island Day. Focusing.
There she goes. Got it, Mutt.
I may be stuck.
Yeah.
I got you. I'll just catch you if you tumble down.
Oh yeah.
Let's do King of the Mountain. Where'd you go? I need a King of the Mountain ending to the shot, Mutt.
What?
I need a King of the Mountain. Give me a King of the Mountain. Yeah! So one of the fun things about Mt Diablo are all of the different types of manzanita, which so far I've seen 3 distinct, maybe 4. This is one of them here. I don't know the name of this plant, but for this particular guy. It's getting ready for its winter flowers. And these are the berries. Mupp, you want some little apples? They're ripe. I'll eat them. Ready? Here we go. Oh, Mupp, they're really good. Want to try them? Here.
I'm gonna go to this other rock.
Come here. Wait, here. Try it. Oh, they're sweet. They're really good. There goes Mupp. Found a big one. There's that beautiful smooth bark. What's interesting at the top of the mountain, a bunch of lichen growing on smooth bark. Some green toyon. So at the top of the mountain, so look at this. This is interesting. So you've got right here alone, this is what's cool about up here. Right here, you have, oh, look at this example. Even better. Someone's going to tell me which is which. Right here we have this silver manzanita right next to the green one. How could it be that these things didn't hybridize and become one sort of off-green manzanita? They lived side by side as buddies for all these years, and they coexisted without mixing genes. Seems pretty remarkable to me. Look at all the fruit on this. These are really good. They're really sweet. So here, I'll show you. Right. Super sweet. A whole bunch of them. Look at these. You can see why they call them little apples. You take the whole thing, right? A little bit of shave, no problem. That's from the silver leaf one. See the difference? That's so good. All right, so this one, I'm gonna taste the one from the green leaf. It doesn't have as many fruit. Still has some. Get a mouthful. They're falling off as soon as I touch them. Maybe I'll take this one home, sprout these. All right, I'm gonna try these this time. Still getting down the other ones. Beautiful red color. Spit out the that one. Okay. Clear your manzanita taste buds. Here we go. Takes longer to get to the sweetness on this one. Got a thicker skin. But I already have this one at home. I think I want this one. I'm gonna collect a bunch of seed off camera. Oh, they are. Going over there right now. We're here. It's called Sentinel Rock. And I'll tell you about this place. A place where sandstone beds were turned on, and Sentinel Rock is made of the same sandstone that created the rugged landscape of nearby Rock City over there. The sandstone is made of small grains of the minerals quartz and feldspar derived from the eroding ancestral Sierra Nevada. The grains were then transported by rivers and ocean currents and deposited in an ancient sea that covered this area 45 to 50 million years ago. That makes me not feel so old anymore. Those deposits eventually consolidated into thick layers of sandstone. During the uplift of Mt Diablo, the rocks in this area, originally horizontal, were turned upward at 90 degrees. From this overlook, the rock layers can be viewed across the landscape. As you look from right to left, right to left, the vertical beds become younger in age. Erosion has left the hardest layers standing upright as lone ridges and isolated pinnacles such as Sentinel Rock. And I can see my kids. They're there waiting for me. I got to run. Running like I am. This is a fun place to go. Here we go. Remember, don't fall. Don't fall. Whoa, 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 whoa. You got it. You can do it. Duck. Screws me. Ooh, stuck it. Here's the approach to Sentinel Rock. Mary Duck. Beautiful spot. Let's see, here we go. Here's Chair Bear. Enough speed you can go through that. I'm gonna go this way. Look at these rocks. Pretty. Yeah. No hands, baby. No hands. It's like going up half down. There's that green manzanita. See it? Contrast with the silver gray pine and the silver manzanita. That moves down where there's more moisture into the Quercus agrifolia oaks. Here, look at that. Here we go. Did it. No hands. Nice. Yeah, I've been eating them. They're really good. And that's Sentinel Rock. Don't you love the contrasting green?
It's so pretty.
The green and silver manzanitas right next to each other. Love that. Remember, I noticed that as a kid before I even knew what was what.
Is the silver one less common?
No, the green one is.
Less common?
Yeah. All right, there's a great shot. Look at that green manzanita contrasting against that beautiful sandstone. That's gorgeous. That makes it look lush and tropical. A little tricky. It's a little tricky getting down. Come on, Mup, no hands. Got it.
Dad, look at this little oak tree.
It's a dwarf little bonsai living in the
Has
rock.
The leaves are all curled.
Yeah, that's just a regular coast live oak that got stuck in the rocks. Sprouted in the wrong spot.
Look at the leaves.
Doesn't have to compete with anybody. Beautiful. Hardly any soil. Said, I don't care. I'm gonna grow anyway. Look at this oak. A little gully oak. It's a coast live oak. And it's just carving out an existence where nobody else was brave enough to grow. Right there. Talk about bonsai. Look at this one. Look how old this thing is. This thing's can live a really long time. There's something on the lens. And there it is. Look at this thing growing in this crack. The tree has been jacking this plant apart. There's still something on the lens. Clean that lens. Look at that. Jacking it apart. This thing is it's a cool tree. That's hilarious. I love stuff like that. Can you tell? Look at that thing. That one too. That one gave up. That's a pine. And fruit, yeah. So in some spots there are nice enough to build a really nice staircase. Easy, easy. Up was talking about the prodigious amount of manzanita fruit on this plant here. It's a lot. I haven't talked much about the gray pines here, but there they are. They get really interesting leaning shapes sometimes. So that over there, that's Rock City. That's the next stop. Supposedly there's some really big madrones over there. I haven't been there in a long time. All right, there's the rock that I ran up. Look at that thing. That's pretty severe consequence. Okay, we finally, what did we do, Mupp?
Struck it rich.
Struck it rich. How do we strike it rich? Acorns. Okay, so I came up here with the explicit purpose of getting the acorns for the Canyon live oak, which has the silverback side. Here's one right here, and Mutt was astute enough to realize that this one actually did have seed. What was interesting, further up the mountain, it looked like the pigs were rummaging, looking for these things, but we're actually finding a whole bunch right here. So now I completed the mission of the day. See how many we can get. How many did you find, Mutt? I have 2, and I have 3. All right. Let's go. Where's some more? My kids were too big. I told them, go in the cave, go in the cave. They're like, nah. Why not? That's a cool cave. What'd you find?
A really nice oak tree.
What kind of oak?
One with really long leaves.
This is the blue oak, the Quercus douglasii. And Mupp's like, I like this one. I took a good look at it, and I'm like, holy moly. Look how long that leaf is. We're going to take this leaf and compare it and contrast it, a couple of them, to a regular blue oak over here. Here's a regular blue oak, Quercus douglasii. I'll show you what they normally look like. See if you notice the difference. Do you notice the difference? Here, we'll take, this is a normal, typical one here. And we'll just put this down on the ground. Here, hold your hand out. Jared, put these side by side. Look what Mupp discovered. She discovered an extremely long-leafed, unlobed blue oak on the left. That's what they normally look like. I've never seen one like that. I want people to comment on the channel. Let me know what you think about that. She's taking them home. She's gonna sprout them. Anybody want to guess what those are? Those are related to these, which are related to those. Those are ropes. That's where the ropes go. People have been climbing here for so long that it's worn them down. Look at this. Don't back up too much. Look at that. Not a great shot. Look at that still frame of that. Ooh, yeah. So, this is a beautiful spot. Let me tell you what I see. I see some birds. What do I see here? I see some beautiful colored up Quercus douglasii, the black oak, the only one that really gets color. Right there. Then over here is a beautiful madrone right there, which is pretty rare up here because it's so dry. Usually madrones like a little bit more moist. All kinds of blue oaks. Oh, look, here's some madrones down here. There's another madrone right there. And then another one growing in this rock. This one here, you can actually see the beautiful smooth bark. See that? A lot of canyon oaks, blue oaks, gray pines, big rocks. People mountain climb here. What's really cool I see from here, and there's a bunch of those Quercus callagii black oaks that are coloring up over there. And then on this rock right here is probably the coolest thing of all. I saw this from another angle. I can't see it from here, but there's actually one pine tree growing right on top of this rock. Right there. That's as much as I can zoom. And we've got the varying types of green manzanita. That's all that color over there.
I might flip around for like 3 months.
Yeah, it's like a discount. You can get, I think, get a couple classes for pretty cheap for your first.
Looking down the canyon. Oh boy. Whee. Looking down the canyon, it's super lush. Beautiful green. Beautiful green. And that's a big leaf maple right there. Acer macrophyllum. And that's where the big punches of yellow. Those are little wet spots because that plant needs some moisture. And you've got a little tapestry of green manzanita over here on this side. And then just a dense forest of beautiful oaks. I believe most of these are canyon live oaks. But there's probably everything down there. Here's a canyon live oak right here. You can see the little bits of silver coloration on it. Those are the back sides of the leaves curling up. So you know what it is. It's got a silver backside, green top. And I'm about to get left behind again. Time to go. Another brave tree, blue oak, living in the rock. Look at that.
Yeah, we just don't normally see this because we take the other road in, you know.
That's where we're headed.
Someone else has been eating the manzanita.
Well, here's another notable tree here. Look at this thing. This is a bay tree on Mt Diablo. That is the coolest thing ever. Look at that. That used to be one tree, and then all the main tree died, and it sprouted in all kinds of directions in the bottom, and it created its own grove. That could have been there for 1,000 years. The original tree that sprouted from the seed. Look at that. We're on top of Mt Diablo right now at the Juniper Campground. That is awesome. Awesome. Yep, we are in the clouds. Look at this. Wow. I love this stone building they built up here. Right here. Bumper in the bottom. Stop. Right here. All right, look at that. Here we are. Made it to the clouds. Here we are atop Mt Diablo, undoubtedly with stone that was quarried right here to build the beautiful tower at the top. You can see we were inundated with clouds. Can't see much, but we can see the building. Let's go check it out. Check it out. Look at this beautiful photograph here.
Ice cream.
Springtime. Oh, that's the top right there. The mound of fractured bedrock that reveals the actual summit of Mt Diablo. The floor of the building was constructed around this point to allow you to stand on top of one of California's most prominent peaks. Look at that. That was an easy climb. Right there. 3,249 feet. And there's the hillsides of spring. Beautiful place, this Sky Island. I used to live at the bottom of this place. What else do we have here? Came up here looking for oak seeds. Acorns to be exact. It's a cool spot. So, I used to live down here as a kid. And this is the best view of the whole mountain because this is the northeast face. All around here it harbors much more woody vegetation, evergreen vegetation. And on this side you see more of the dry grasslands because it dries out more. Okay, because the sun hits the west side, especially over here. And so when I moved over to Lafayette, it had a view of the mountain kind of like this. And people say, oh, look at our beautiful view of the mountain. I'm like, that's not a good view of the mountain. I would say you need to go to Clayton and be right down here. That's the view that I always knew. It's much more mountainous and it's much more green. So I believe the best view of all of Mt Diablo is from Regency Road, right down here where I grew up. And yeah, but this is a cool little three-dimensional thing here. And lots of interpretive things going on. There are old fossils, look. I'm not sure what that looks like. That'd be a mastodon. And there are these really cool caves. Look at that. I haven't seen those up here, but fossils. I've hung out in these caves before, had a few beers in those caves. There's the bobcat that lives up here. Of course, the raccoon. And the garter snake. I've seen a huge rattler. Oh, there's a rattler. That's a little baby rattler. I've seen a huge rattler up here before. All right. There's the alligator whip snake. It's on the endangered species list. So, yeah, I highly recommend coming here. I'm gonna go up to the top. Look at this. Ooh. What a view, huh? Morgan Territory Road down there. Right there. A little bit of sunshine. Here's the East Peak. It's all private over there. The Delta beyond. I used to live right down there. That's where I showed you. We used to walk back in those hills to Black Diamond Mines. Yeah, cool thing about up here that's not really showing itself today is that the top of this mountain has the second largest view corridor, viewable area of any mountain in the world. The only one that's better is Mount Kilimanjaro. It sticks up out of nowhere. And but yeah, you can see all the way to the Sierra, you can see all the way to the Coast Range. Assuming these clouds weren't here, you could see a really long way here. Most amount of square miles visible from one spot on Earth, except for the top of Kilimanjaro. So yeah, think about coming up here. It's quite a fun anomaly. There's a bunch of endemic plants that are only found here. Look down at the bottom down there, look. Those are big leaf maples blooming down there. See that? That canyon? Isn't that pretty? This is what I was saying about this side of the mountain being cloaked in evergreen vegetation. It lends itself to a much prettier view of the mountain from below when it's green all the time. You could see on this one slope right here, right in front of us, that the north slope on that side, completely green. This side, only grasses. So, yeah. Anyway, come on up here sometime. It's a great place. Last but not least, here's the light at the top. This is so airplanes don't run into this mountain because, again, it sticks up out like a sore thumb. That thing spins at night and sets out that big light, just like a lighthouse for a ship. So let's just go in there. Why not? There we go. Let's see what's in here. I haven't been here in a long time. This is north, south, east, west. Yes. Here we go. North, east, west, south. So you can see this whole part of the mountain that faces this way doesn't get the sun. It gets a little after morning sun, and the sun comes up like this. It goes like this around the mountain. This side is the driest side. This side has the most conserved moisture because of the shadow. That's why it's so lush on that side of the mountain. There you go.